Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk about my frustrations with people. I have mentioned this topic in a previous video, and I mentioned it on the live stream with Bradley and Taylor on New Year's Eve. For those who didn't see the live stream, I mentioned that it was and is very frustrating when people decide what I can and can't do based on the fact that I have a disability. It involves all aspects of my life. From boys in the dating world thinking I can't do anything because I have cerebral palsy to being told I can't play on the softball team because they are afraid that I would get hit. Also being told I can't take a full semester of classes because of the workloads. To be constantly asked how the classes are going in hopes I would crack and say otherwise. Y'all might be thinking, and others in fact have said to me, why don't you just be content with what you have available to you? One example is the Miracle League. To be brutally honest, I don't like Miracle League, meaning the activity itself. I don't like it for a number of reasons. Everything is dialed way back. From foam balls, plastic bats, to the fact that the event itself is viewed as a charitable event that is for people with disabilities. And when it says inclusive, that only means people with all kinds of disabilities can play. Inclusive to me is when people with and without disabilities are on the same actual team. Not one group helping another. The Seahawks player Shaquem Griffin embodies what inclusion means to me. Have you ever wondered why I have only volunteered for it and not played the game? That's exactly why. Honestly, the only reason I go is because of a couple of people, and even then I get bored very quickly. I know people might be thinking, well, just think about all the other children and adults and their abilities or lack thereof. I get that there are people of all abilities, and that some people are not as fortunate as I am. I support the organization, because for some people that's the definition of inclusion. My frustration is that I am constantly lumped into a spectrum of people, and people view me through the lens of the stereotypical view of people with disabilities. With that said, I always feel accepted to a certain degree at events. As y'all who follow my Instagram account know, I absolutely love the softball team and the guys. I love throwing balls with them. I love being in the dugout with them during the games. However, I don't appreciate the fact that I am not allowed to be at home plate with the umpire and the catcher, and to be throwing the balls back to the pitcher. I predicted how my friend would respond even before I popped the question to him last summer. Yeah, I may be a big supporter of the team, but what I would love to be even more is part of the team instead of being on the sidelines, because I have a minor disability. People think I am dumb, but I know full well that one time I was out on the field with the boys fielding balls. They purposely kept switching sides of the field depending on where I was. This next story is why I am not too fond of one of the interpreters I work with at college. We were walking from the class to the library. There were stairs that one would have to go up. I have gone up these steps numerous of times. In fact, I think they are in my week in my life video that I did for the fall semester. Well, the interpreter says, oh, are you sure you can do it several times, which annoyed the crap out of me. I am like, you freaking don't know me. I also want to mention the most recent encounter with TSA agents. I will be making a video dedicated to the topic in the future, but do want to touch on it. Basically, TSA agents asked me if I could stand up in the X-ray machine. I replied that I could and wanted to. Then both TSA agents ignored my wishes and I had to be subjected to a pat-down. I know people are probably thinking, oh, all the above are minor things and you are just overreacting. That's your opinion, but I will just remind you I have to deal with this on a daily basis just because of a stereotypical view of people with cerebral palsy. You don't know how mentally draining it is to be constantly reminded by people through their actions and words that they think you aren't capable of doing something based on a preconceived notion. I rarely feel fully included or acknowledged as a person first. To end on a positive note, One of those experiences was last month when I went out and had beer with the guys. Although it took a year for my friend to realize I could actually drink, that evening was probably one of the best. Looking forward to that again sometime. Well, that's all for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, comment, and share with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. Bye.